Hi guys, it's Patricia and welcome to Tester Tuesday. And if you're new to my channel and you don't know what Tester Tuesday is, it's basically a way for me to review Scentsy scents and use up old testers at the same time. So every week I review 2 scents kind of informally, and at the end you guys vote, and that way we know what we're going to talk about the following week. So coming up in roughly maybe 3 to 4 weeks, I don't know when they'll arrive, we'll be starting the new spring and summer releases and the new to the catalog scents. So that'll be exciting. But how did we do this past week? We had 199 votes come in on time. We actually had quite a few votes come in late. In first place, I actually have the wax still in my dish, but it's this pretty violet colored wax, and it's called Cherished, and that one had 27% of the vote. And in second place, we have this really pretty aqua blue colored wax, and this one is called Shaka, and this one had 22% of the vote. And I must say, between both scents, I was singing Cool in the Gang and I Feel For You all week. So let's talk about our first place scent this week. It is called Cherished. And on cold, this is pretty soft. I would say soft to medium, but closer to soft. And this was a scent of the month from January 2016. And I would put this in the romance category or like a floral fruity category. Sometimes when there's overlap, you kind of have to pick which one it's more prominent. But this one, it's really almost 50-50 to me. So let me read you the scent description. It says, enticing goji berry, passion flower, pink jasmine, and guava sparkle like the moment you realize he's the one. Whoever writes these scent notes, I don't know. There's kind of a few words that come to mind when I smell this. I think soft, I think subtle, and I think pretty. It's kind of like a lady's body care scent, but it's very sweet. So there's the floral, you have the pink jasmine, and you have the give me passion flower, or I should say passion flower, but it actually does not smell dominant and overbearing like give me passion flower. Everything is very subtle and subdued and well done. And then the fruitiness, I get a very sweet, tangy fruitiness, but also like a berry. So they say we have goji berry and guava. I'm not exactly sure what either smell like, but I did look up goji berry and it says it's tart and tangy, kind of along the lines of a cranberry. And guava, I believe, is more tropical in nature. But both are really well done here, so I almost get like 50-50. And this reminds me of a really pretty, it's very sweet. I think of it's youthful. I think of like my daughter who's 15, but I also think like someone in the early 20s or even someone like me. If I wanted to feel young for the day, I'd put some Cherished on if it was available. So this is what I have for testers, and it's my first time warming Cherished. And when I first smelled it on cold sniff, I immediately thought it reminded me of a little bit of a scent. And it kind of reminded me of shimmer, a little bit like shimmer. It also reminds me a little bit of plum and white woods. But I think the closest thing it reminds me is pink tulips. But they're all pretty close. It's along that line. Maybe a tiny bit less perfumey than those ones, but really, really nice. Yeah, I would say less perfumey, more natural in its like fruitiness. So what I did was I took these 2 testers and I warmed it here in my bedroom, and I started it on day 1 and left it going 31 hours between day 1 and 2 because I kind of fell asleep in the TV room and forgot it was going in here, so I just left it going constantly. I would say at the most that first day it was probably between a 5 and a 6. It's not really like a banger at all, and sometimes you have to kind of search for it. So I kind of turned it off, and then I just left it for a few days because I was like, oh, I don't know. So then yesterday I warmed Plum and White Woods, and I really enjoyed it. It's still up in a different warmer, and that's probably like a 7.5 in my bedroom, but it's kind of perfumey. And so I put Cherished on again today, and I definitely could smell Cherished. It's just a very like a fresh, pretty sweet floral with some fruitiness. I love it. The only thing is I wish it was stronger. I love it, but I wish it was stronger. And maybe that's why I don't think it ever came back. But I think if you're someone that likes any of these scents like shimmer, plum and white woods, pink tulips, I think you would like Cherished. I definitely would think it's a very appropriate spring and summer scent for a bedroom or a bathroom, somewhere small and contained that you can appreciate its subtlety. Because it's not very strong, you wouldn't want to try it in a big area, I don't think. Now, obviously, you don't have to be a seasonal melter and stick to spring and summer, but it really reminds me of like a springtime scent. So, like I said, didn't return, but maybe at some point it will return and bring back my bar. Keep in mind, it's a softer scent, small, medium size rooms to appreciate it. Don't expect it to be super strong, but it's really pretty in its nature. And I would repurchase it, and that is Cherished. Okay, so let's talk about our second place scent this week. It is called Shaka. And here's the only bit of wax I have. This is from my son's warmer dish. And on Cold Sniff, it's about a medium intensity. And this wood was last available as a Bring Back My Bar in 2018, January, when I was first getting into Scentsy, because I remember it being on the list, but I didn't pick it up. And I didn't smell it back then. And it was actually a new release in the spring and summer of 2014, and it stuck around until the spring and summer of 2016, and then it was gone. Now, I would put this in the fresh category, but it could also be in the woods category. Technically it would be in the Scentsy man category, so think of it that way. So the scent description for Shaka, it says, classically cool, rich sandalwood infused with a splash of bergamot and lime. So it definitely is a cool scent to me. So you have some masculine scents that smell warm. They have a lot of woodsiness, a lot of spiciness, but this is kind of like the polar opposite. It's crisp and cool and bright and zingy with the bergamot and the lime. Now when I first started warming it, I thought I could smell grapefruit, and I only smelled it for a little bit, and I really like grapefruit, but there was something very early on that I didn't love with this scent, but thankfully it didn't last long, and then it was gone. But as the scent warms and warms and warms, you still get a little bit of that crisp, bright, fresh, almost like an aftershave kind of note. But then the sandalwood creeps in. And I feel like there's probably a little bit of leather or suede, because I feel like I could definitely get that towards the end. But it definitely is one that I'm glad I tried, because I really ended up kind of liking this one. I think it's kind of in between like a Mystery Man for intensity and My Dear Watson. So probably not as strong as Mystery Man, although I've never worn Mystery Man. But stronger than My Dear Watson, and definitely not as strong as My Hero, but along those lines. So if you like any of those scents, I think you will like Shaka. So I put this wax in my son's dish, and he has a 25-watt Spider-Man ceramic dish. So this is a little bit more than 1 cube, roughly 1 cube's worth, and that's what I usually use in his room. So on day 1, strength and throw is about 7.5, and then on day 2, 3, 4, and 5, I would say it was about half of that intensity, but I could definitely smell it. His room had that bright, zingy bergamot freshness, but the sandalwood and the leathery suede or something was there. It was beautiful. And it just made me laugh because I kept going in and wondering if it was still going. And instead of like the song Shaka Khan, it's like I kept going in going, is Shaka gone? Shaka gone? Because it's just really long lasting, super long lasting. So like I said, if you like any of these scents, I think you would probably like Shaka. If you like Mystery Man, My Dear Watson, or My Hero, along those lines, I think you would love this. Great for a bedroom, bathroom, office, TV room. And like I said, I think it's very long lasting, as a lot of these type of scents are. But I would definitely repurchase it if it came back. And I might even throw some votes its way in the Bring Back My Bar campaign, which is coming up January 4th. Don't forget to vote. And that is Shaka. Okay, so now is the exciting part of the video. Well, relatively speaking. Drawing up the scents. I'm going to draw 6 scents from this big box here. You guys are going to vote for 2 different scents by early Wednesday morning. If you cannot vote on YouTube, down in the comment section, please find my Instagram post. It's Patricia Gates, and put your votes there. So let's see what we're going to get this week. For scent number 1, we have Bergamot Bay. Scent number 2, Blueberry Cheesecake. Scent number 3, Gingerbread Donut. I'm going to go way in the back here. One way in the back. Scent number 4, Coconut Pumpkin Pie. Set number 5, we're going to do another like big bag, I think. Set number 5, well this is not that big, Newborn Nursery. And set number 6, I'm going to do another big bag, guys. Set number 6, Pumpkin Roll. There's a lot of bakery here, but that's okay. If you guys pick a big one, I'll definitely make some progress on some testers. So set number 1 is Bergamot Bay. This was in this is kind of discolored, but let me just smell these. This was in the clearance for a while. And I definitely have a wax bar of that, so if I need to break that out, I definitely can. Scent number 2 is Blueberry Cheesecake, a bestseller in the bakery. Scent number 3, another bakery, Gingerbread Donut, retired. Scent number 4, another bakery, Coconut Pumpkin Pie. Scent number 5, in the fresh category, Newborn Nursery, a current scent. And scent number 6, also currently available, bakery, is Pumpkin Roll. So as always, thanks for spending the last few minutes with me. I hope you guys have a great day in your neck of the woods. Don't forget to vote, and I will see you in the next video.